can't sit here and listen. I can't sit here and listen to this. I can't sit here and listen to this. Uncle Chuck. I'm Uncle Chuck, for those of you that don't know, and I've known Jeffrey since he was a sperm. And I got to tell you, it's a beautiful thing. All these things are really beautiful that you said, especially about what a great son Jeff is and son-in-law he is. But I just have two questions for you, Steve. Which Jeffrey are you talking about here? Is this the same Jeffrey that when he was a little boy during a family get-together would escape to his room and then hide behind the door, and then you go try to find him for dinner and he'd smack you in the head with a bat? Is that the sweet angel Jeffrey? Are we talking about the same Jeffrey who you take to Disney World or to the mall, and the second you turn your head, he's racing up the down escalator? That one? That Jeffrey who, I remember you bought him this beautiful birthday present, this radio-controlled car, and within 5 seconds he drove it right in the pool. And you felt badly because you thought he hadn't gotten the hang of it, so you bought him another one, and 3 seconds later you had that one in the pool. He had the hang of it the first time, Stephen. You understand? Stephen, look, I've known you for a long time. And I know your hair's all gray now, and you're on Medicare, can you believe it? And your back's not so good, and you're having problems with your hands. But have you lost your memory, Stephen? Stephen, as a family, should we be concerned? Do we need to make arrangements, Stephen?
You couldn't tell me this before?
I couldn't tell. No, I had to spring this on you. Because, Stephen, you know, they say with people like you with this condition, jogging your memory is a good thing. So you mentioned the magic, Stephen. You mentioned that. Do you remember when Jeffrey the magician set off a bomb in your kitchen? Jeffrey, am I lying? No. Jeffrey was very skilled as a young boy. He had great technical skills. He was great with electronics and mechanics. Jeffrey was really a master at that. Do you remember when he took all those skills and focused them and broke into the computer lab at the university school? And by jogging your memory a little bit, Stephen, do you remember when he got thrown out of the university school, Stephen? Now, granted, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. He was only thrown out of one school. Jeffrey, your mother was thrown out of 5 summer camps. You talk about being a terror? Every mother in Peter Cooper pulled their kids indoors when Eileen hit the street. It was like Godzilla was walking down through the buildings. People scattered. So you're a lightweight, Jeffrey, but you are definitely learning at the feet of the master. So I'm trying to jog your memory here, okay? So I want to help you with one other little memory for a moment. Do you remember when Jeffrey was in college and he came up to you and he said, "Dad, would you buy me a boat, Dad? I'd like to water ski in the lake, Dad." And you went, "Ooh, Jeff, it's a lot of money, and son, there's insurance and responsibility, and insurance and liability, and there's alligators in the lake, Jeffrey, and son, I don't think it's a good idea." Do you remember that, Stephen? And do you remember when he said to you, "Go fuck yourself, I'm buying my own boat"? Do you remember these times, Stephen? Do you remember this time, Stephen? And I know you're very proud of him that he's in law school. Very proud that he's in law school. But and on the surface, you'd think, my God, he had like a double major in 2 engineering, and then 2 masters in engineering, and then a master's in business administration, and then a law. He's going for a law degree. But Stephen, do you remember 15 years ago when you and Eileen said to him, "Jeffrey, we will support you as long as you're in school"? Do you remember this? Do you think that this is not a man who's hungry for education? It's not a man who wants to better his life. What do you think's coming after law school? If there was a master's in safe cracking, he would have done that in high school. Where is he going to go next, Stephen? Have you thought about it? Let me tell you one thing he's not going to do is dentistry. And I'm going to tell you why he will not go to dental school. Because if he comes out with a degree in dentistry, having a father who's a dentist and a brother who's a dentist, there was a very high risk that he would get a job. So this brings me to my second question, Steve. How could everything that I said be true and everything that you all said be true at the same time? How could this pain in the ass, this kid who, what did you do to my house? What did you do to my house, Jeffrey? You fucked up my walls. How could that pain in the ass turn into the most loving, adoring, devoted guy? How could this be the same guy when his grandfather, who can't turn on a television, goes, "Ah, Jesus Christ, where's Jeffrey, goddammit? Ah, shit, goddammit," calls Jeffrey. Jeffrey drops everything, drives across Alligator Alley to put a battery in his remote control, and then drives back. How could it be that this kid who I wanted to break his neck 30 times, all I want to do is hug him and kiss him? Somehow, something happened, and he turned into the most wonderful guy. And Chelsea, you met him at just the right time. And if you ever call me, I'll give you the insight. So all I want is mazel tov to you. You're the greatest. And I wish you 2 lifetimes of happiness.
Very good. Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for your parent screening.
I'll try.